Hi there and welcome back to a new video. So what I will be doing today is a study from a movie still from Spirited Away, the movie from Studio Ghibli. And you might be a bit confused right now because I am showing you a flip through the Ponyo art book. This is because I recently got this book, well, not so recently, but this is the one I got last from my little Ghibli collection, and I haven't painted anything from it yet, so I thought it would be cool to find a picture there. The thing is, that day I wasn't really feeling it. I went through the art book and none of the pictures were calling me that day. So I decided, you will see that I was kind of marking some of the pictures. I do that with the books when I see pictures I want to do in the future. So I will be doing a study from that someday later. But as for now, I decided to move on to another books where I already had some images marked. I decided to do this little study from the Tunnel of the Spirit from the movie Spirited Away, which is actually my favorite from Ghibli. So yeah, I've been wanting to do a study from this movie for a bit too. In this video I wanted to tell you about how I approach these things. It's actually a bit unplanned and I do them just trying to reflect what's there. I wanted to go through that in kind of a chatty way and, you know, just accompany the time-lapse a bit. So what I usually do first is go through the art books I want to do a movie still from and choose a picture, as you saw me in the beginning. That's why I put this little clip on, so you know, it's part of my process. I do it always because, you know, there's a lot of pictures you might like, but then depending on the day, you might not feel a picture that you really like and you might feel another completely different. So I do that, then I choose the colors. I have the Arteza 60 pack. I have a review on that if you want, both on my blog and on here. I think I have an unboxing and I talk a bit about them too. I have a link down below to that, and I also have a discount code if you want to grab them afterwards, so just check the description for all of that. But I have the 60 pack, and what I meant with that is that there are a lot of paints. This is good because you have a lot of variety, but it's also bad because when you're doing a painting like this, normally you probably would be able to do them with, I don't know, 10-12 paints, but with this quantity of paints you always tend to want to grab more. So I do a pre-selection and sometimes later I eliminate some more, but usually I end up with, I don't know, 15 paints or something like that. Most of them I won't use really. I will probably just stick with 3 or 4 for each part, but some of them I might need to darken some colors or for certain just last touches. So I kind of choose them and put them away from the rest so I don't feel tempted or confused to mix things. And then I start with a light sketch with a cool erase pencil. These pencils are just colored pencils that you can erase. They're from Prismacolor. I'll probably have a link down below with my most used tools too, if you want to find them out. What's good about these pencils is that they just disappear. But it's also good because you can erase if you do anything that you don't like, you can erase them pretty well. They're done for that. Afterwards, I just start with light bases of really diluted wash to give some sort of a base, but also without base I can still see the lines below, the lines I just did with a pencil. Also, I already divide visually the parts of the drawing. So for example, when I put down the first yellow kind of layer, that part was all gonna be vegetation, and then I moved on to just do a little thin red layer, so that was all going to be the building. And then I just leave the other part. It's not a grey, but it's kind of a grey pinkish tone for the base of the rocks. After that, I really just don't have a process in the wash that I could explain properly because I just go in with everything and then I correct things and then I mess it up and then I correct them again. And basically I just start adding layers of color, some lighter, some darker. One thing to take into account with wash always is that the colors dry lighter. Whenever you're painting a dark color and it looks alright, well then after a bit it doesn't, it just looks too light. You take it into account and you know it happens, but it always messes up with your painting at some point, even if you're used to it. It's not that big of a deal because you can always darken it a bit and add it. Well, that's basically all I can say about wash. Most of my paintings, I don't know if this happens to you too, only look well on the last, I don't know, half an hour when I'm about to finish them. This painting took around 2 to 3 hours. I was doing it in a relaxing manner, kind of watching a show and just painting away. I wasn't really painting in a hurry, so I could probably say I would have done it in like 2 hours. I would only say this painting looked well on the last half an hour, when I started adding the little shadows and details. And that always happens with me with wash. There's other mediums that sometimes you kind of build them up and they look well as you go, but this one is just, you're fighting with it till the end. And that's sometimes, at some points, I just get a bit stressed out with it. But I know at the end it always turns out better than what you expect. I'm starting to learn just to let it go and do my best. So that was all I wanted to say about this painting. I'm going to show you the finished result in a few minutes when the time lapse is over, but I just wanted to tell you a few things about, changes in my schedule and stuff. I'm changing my blog's domain right now from Confessions of an Art Addict to patriciapedroso.com, which is my name. I'm doing this because I kind of want my username, my name, to be the one I put all over, and Confessions of an Art Addict just didn't have anything to do with all the rest. I did like it, I thought it was original, and I kind of got used to it, but I've been thinking this for a bit, and I just think it's the best for my website, and it's the best to do it now that I'm starting to grow than do it in a while when I actually have a big blog, and having it down for a week or so that might actually give me trouble. So for now the blog is down. I think when I post this video it's gonna still be down because I have a lot of work to do. I'm completely drowned now that I'm seeing all the work I have to do. But what I meant with this is that I will probably have links below, but you won't be able to see anything on the blog right now, just in a few days. If you're seeing this, I don't know, a week after this is published, I probably will have it already up. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, my blog is gonna be completely different now. It's also going to be a portfolio, probably shop in the future too, because I kind of want to have a proper artist page that features everything. And a blog has been really good to gain traffic and to interact with you and give you tips and stuff. That complements really well with YouTube too, so I think it's gonna be great to have it all together there. So I just wanted to say that. And if you want to follow me on social media or anything, I will leave all the links to Instagram and stuff down below too, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!